Hey guys, welcome to Dev1 SC2, and this is a Terran versus Zerg. I play as Terran, and I'm going to go over the strategy I use to help me get a win. So typically, as you can see here, I'm closing in, and the reason why I'm doing this is because whenever you play a Zerg player, their standard build usually is an expand right off the bat and attack with lings around the 1 minute and 30-second mark to 2 minute mark. So you can see I right away close in as soon as possible. I usually go supply depot, barracks, and then supply depot. In this scenario, I went two supply depots, then barracks, and then I go into my build. So my build is barracks, two refineries, factory, and then starport. The reason why I like going into this build is because it has a lot of flexibility. And depending on who you're playing, you can adjust the build accordingly. So in this case, since I'm playing a Zerg player, I like to go with the two Liberators right off the bat as soon as possible. I'm gonna slow it down here just to show you what I'm doing. So I have my barracks and then I go into my factory and then my starport. As I'm building my tech lab for my factory, I'm also building my reactor for the barracks. Now the reason for this, as you can see now in the video, I'm swapping the barracks with the starport. This is going to allow me to have the two liberators right off the bat around the 4 minute and 30 mark. And then as I drop the barracks, I drop a reactor with that as well. I'm creating an expansion, and then I go into my siege tank as I am swapping and then building this reactor. So with Zerg players, they usually I would have expected a rush by this point. In this particular game, I didn't get a rush, which was unexpected and kind of caught me off, by surprise. So I assumed he must have expanded maybe 3 times. And as you can see, I'm gonna pause the video. He's only expanded one expansion. He has quite a few lings here, but never chose to attack, which caught me off guard, like I said. Now, in this build, the reason why I have the siege tank is for that rush. So I was expecting at this point maybe some roaches along with the lings, but nothing came, like I said. But you want to have this siege tank here if you're gonna go for this build because that's quite important, especially versus a Zerg player, because they could destroy these depots pretty quick, and that's pretty much good game. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Let me fast forward here. The two liberators, and what I basically try to do is, like I said, I just try to harass right off the bat with the liberators and try to take as many drones and try to hurt his economy or whoever's economy as much as possible. I even take a couple lings out, and then he knows I got liberators, so he's dropping spore crawlers. Now, here's the thing with spore crawlers, they're like the turrets for Terran, but the disadvantage is the liberators, depending on the angle you attack, regardless of them having a spore crawler around, you may still be able to pick off some drones here and there. As you can see in this example, I have the liberator just far left to this particular base where his spore crawler is towards the right side of it. And I'm just going ahead and picking off drones. I think I even take this queen, which you see there. And I'm also doing the same thing on this side here. So he's losing a lot of important units at this point. Some drones, uh, a couple of queens, and then that pretty much was game. As you can see, he has only some links here. But by this time, I was already, as I'm attacking with my liberators, I'm still producing units. So you see, I have Marines, I have my siege tank, and since I knew he didn't have much to go on right off the bat when I did my initial attack, I was able to kind of scout, see what he has, more or less, kind of take a educated guess that he doesn't have much units to really defend his base. And so I just grab everything I got. All my units are now in this area, and you're gonna see the GG, good game, and it's a wrap. And that's pretty much um, the build order that you may want to use if you're playing Terran. I'm average between silver and gold Terran player. So if you're around that um, the same ladder, um, then you may want to use this type of build. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.